Okay, let's have a go at this one. The first part, we've got three sides, so we have to use the cosine rule. Here it is here. So we can write this as a squared minus b squared minus c squared, can't we? Equals minus 2bc cosine a. And that can tell us then what cosine a is. Because we can move this minus 2bc product to underneath a squared minus b squared minus c squared over minus 2bc cosine a. If we run a minus through the top part and the bottom part, then we get it in a more familiar form. B squared plus c squared then minus a squared over 2bc cosine a. And this is off cos a over 2bc. I need to leave that back up there, don't I? That's it. And it'll be 2bc. So this is the more familiar version. So a will be shift cos of that. So let's just tap that in the calculator then. Let's do the b squared plus c squared minus a squared first, here. And then we'll do a shift cos of it. So b squared, 8.31. Plus c squared, 9.78 squared. Minus a squared, which is 6.42 squared. That's the top number. So ants then divided by 2bc bracket 2 times b, 8.31, times c, 9.78, close bracket. And that's the number, 0.7597. So shift cos. So shift cos of ants, 40.56. Okay, 40.56. So this is more accurate than the notes, I think. Where it's rounded to 1 dp and generates an error, more of a margin for error. So there's a 40.56. Now we can use the sine rule, can't we, over sine a, for example, equals b over sine b. We know a and b, and we know sine a now. So sine b will equal, move that up there, leave the b as is, move the a down underneath, and move the sine a up to be with the lowercase b. So that's equal to then b times sine a. So there's the angle in the answer, so it's b, 8.31, times the sine of the angle a, which is ants, divided by a, which is 6.42. 6.42 equals 0.8416. So b then is equal to shift sign of answer to undo the sign, 57.32. 57.32 degrees. Again, there's a margin of error in the solutions that are done in the notes because it does it to 1 dp. So there's b. So angle C then is equal to 180 minus these two. So it's 180 minus 57.32 minus the 40.56 equals 82.12. And there's all the angles then, isn't it? So the triangle is solved. The area is half BC sine A, half BC 8. Well, what I'll do is I'll just write the formula out and then we'll tap it in the calculator to save some time. So it's half, 0.5, times B, 8.31, times C, 9.78, times sine of the angle A, 40.56. 26.42 units squared. So that's more accurate again, probably, than what's in the notes. Okay, question 2, part 1. Now part 2, we've got BC in an angle, so we can use the sine rule with the B and C part, can't we? So B over sine B equals C over sine C. Now we know, what do we know? We want to work out sine the angle B, don't we? That's the unknown. So here, move this up to get sine B. That moves up to there. This can move up to there. B sine C then. And this lowercase c can move underneath the B. So that's equal to B sine C over C. Here's the numbers. So it's B, 8.23, times sine C, which is 32.2. Yeah, B sine C over lowercase c, divided by lowercase c, and let's just have a look at what lowercase c is. 6.46. 6.46 equals 0.67888. Keep that in the calculator and do a shift sign on it and we'll get B. So shift sign of the ants, 42.76. And that was the 2dp, wasn't it? We've got it in the calculator at the moment, which is quite an accurate thing. But we'll use the 2dp. So C is 32.2. So we can work out A. So 180 minus these, 180 minus the 42, minus the 32.2, 105.04. So there's A. Okay, good. So now what's left? Well, we need to get side A, don't we? So A over sine A, 105.04. I'm just going to write sine A here, save time. Is equal to B over sine B. So sine A then. There's only one slight problem here. And that is we've just worked out sine B to be that. But the point is that sine B was positive, so that was one of the solutions. Now there is another solution, isn't there, with the sine angle being positive, because you've got the second quadrant to consider. CAST, because they're both positive. So 180 minus that would also be the other alternative. 180 take that will be 137.24. C would still be 32.2. And A would equal the difference. That's 169.44. Let's do the 180 while we're at it. Minus 32.2 minus 137.24. And we get 10.56. So that's the alternative triangle, isn't it? Because this is the ambiguous case. Now I'm working out sine A for both of these then, aren't I? So sine A now is equal to, so I've moved that up. And then I'm going to move A sine B. A sine B over B is now the formula. So A is equal to, so these are the two alternatives. This would be lowercase a. I want the side A. So that's not what I want. Let's just change that now. A then is equal to B sine A. That's better. Over the sine B. That's the formula. So A will equal So let's type it in. B is the side B in the second problem. 8.23. 8.23 times sine A, which is 105.04, divided by sine B, which is 42.76. Sine of 42.76. 11.70 for A. 11.71. Does A? Or A will equal. Now, what's different? We've got the formula still. B sine, what was it? B sine A over sine B. B sine A over sine B. So sine A is now 10.56. Over sine B, which is 137.24, equals 2.22. 2.22 is the alternative. The areas? Okay, so it's half A B sine C is equal to, I'll put the two alternatives here, half times A, so it's 0.5 times the 11.71 times B, which is the B side, 8.23 times 8.23, half AB times sine C, sine. Now, we've got to be careful what side we got with what, didn't we? So wouldn't it be better to use the B and the C? Because they're the same for both triangles, aren't they? So it's half BC sine A would be the better formula to use. So let's do that then to avoid any confusion. So it's half BC sine of A. So half 0.5 times B, which I'm going to go back up and check. I think it's 8.23. Yeah, and 6.46. 8.23 times 6.46 times sine, and now there's the difference, 105.04, close bracket, equals, that's the first one, 25.67, or the other one is when RPC sine A, 10.56 is the angle. And that finishes the problem. 4.87. Units squared in both cases. And we did it to 2dp as well, didn't we? So there's the two areas of the triangle in the ambiguous case.